the attendant's going to fall to the bottom. The queen cannot get out, and the other bees can't get to it. If she is by herself, put the sugar cube down. That way the bees will eat through it, and they will let the queen out. Now, if you put this like the queen, those two wrong frames. Okay? Then you go get the bees. Now they're going to be working around in here, and they're going to be running in here. And either spray them down pretty heavy with sugar water or with plain water. You're not going to drown them. Don't worry about it. You're not going to drown them. But you spray them down pretty good, where when you start putting them in, they will be flying away. You've got this in it. You take the can out like so. They're going to be all around, and you hit it, knock them down to the bottom, and then you take, just pour them in, just like so. Shake them around, pour them, then you pour some over where the queen is. Now this means that they can readily find her and also keep her warm. You keep shaking it until you get all the bees in. Now you've got the bees in the hive. What you want to do then is to take another inner cover like this right here. Some people don't use inner covers, but when you've got a swarm or a package, it's very important. Keep in mind you've got a brick down here, so you've restricted the entrance to it. Up here, you've got a top. Now, you've got a space in here, and where those bees are going to go, most of them are going to congregate in that, and they're going to come right up to the top. You're going to have a pile of bees hanging up and down. Now, if you did not have this inner cover, they're going to go all the way up to the top cover into this over here. So I put an inner cover. If you don't want to use it after the bees are functioning and doing what they want to do, that's a choice. But when I put a swarm in, or anything like that, I'll put an inner cover. Then I will mix my sugar water. I use half-gallon jugs because it's just a lot more. And you put it up here. Now, some people set it flat on that. It is much, much better if you will use two little sticks and you'll set it under like this right here. That means more bees can get out. Or you can use one of these right here, which is adequate. You can put 2 half-gallons or 2 quarts or whatever you want to. This thing is really nice. I've not used one of them, but I'm thinking about making this thing. Very, very important. Then, wrap it up. Once I get started, it's hard to stop. But then, I will set this on top of it. Then I can put my feeder jar right there. And then I will put the top on like this right here. Okay? Now I've got the bees in, they're being fed. The feral or other bees won't be coming in to get it because the sugar water is way up here. Now after about 3 days, if you're just leaving them alone, like they're doing their thing, you come back and you take this all off, and you take this off, and you take this off, and then you take this. Now, like I said, more than likely it's going to be a ton of bees stuck right on this up here. What you do is pop them off, knock them down. Then once you get them down, you can spray some more sugar water on it. Keep in mind, these were covered with sugar water. They're going to be eating it. When you spray some sugar water on the bees that are in there, they're going to be licking themselves crazy. You know, that's the reason they love each other so much. Then you take the queen right here to make sure she is out. Now keep in mind, she's been with these bees for 3, 4, 5 days, so they are used to her. They are used to her smell. If you put a strange queen into a hive of bees, they're going to kill it. Even though she is a queen, they're going to kill it. I've had that happen so many times. And even after I've left it in there. The last time I tried a Russian bee, they didn't like the Russians, so they killed her. But anyway, make sure the queen is out. If the queen is out, then you move these back. Then you take the frames that had been removed, gently move the bees over, and put the other frames in. Then you set it right back up the way it was. Keep the sugar water coming. You're going to need to feed them for probably 2 to 3 weeks at least. Keep in mind, these bees have to get from day one, they've got to get started. So you put it right back, like so, set it all up. Then in about a week, you come and tear it back down again. And you go to those frames that were drawn out. This is why it's so important. The other foundation, they've got to draw it. They just can't lay eggs on a flat piece of foundation. But on the drawn foundation, the queen in 7 days should be laid. And after you get down to that, you gently take some of this out, and then you look in there, preferably in the sunlight, and you can see that little bitty white egg in there. Now you have to be real careful. You don't want to kill the queen. More likely, she's going to be in and around this area here. But when you see those little white eggs in there, you say, yep, I got a good one. She's going. If she is not laying, contact the people that you bought it from, saying, you know, if it's maybe 1 in 1,000 that you have a queen that's not functioning, but if she's not laying for that time, call the supplier that you got them from and get them to send you as quick as possible another queen. And after that, all you got to do is sit back and give them time. They're back there telling me that I need to shut up. I'm going to tell you one more thing. We catch a lot of swarms. People call us farm near and far. They've got bees in their houses and bees everywhere. We try to stay, I refer to him as Mike. Mike is a bee getter out of houses. He goes far and near to get bees. Swarms, we go get swarms. About half of the swarms or more that we catch in a box like this. You know, you don't need anything fancy. This is just a foundation box that we got from Kelly. I punched a few holes in it and tied the other end of things down like this right here. We go get swarms and something like this right here. If they're on the limb, you just start raking them in, leave a little bit open here, and every one of them will go in. If they're on the ground, you just set it down, peck on this a little bit, and they'll all go right in. So you don't need anything fancy to catch swarms. If it is high or anything like that, we use a bucket. I also have a vacuum that I use quite extensively. If someone has one on the porch or something like that, that you want to get rid of, then I'll use a vacuum. When I catch a swarm of bees, in this right here, I'll do the same thing. I'll take about 4 frames out. I will hold it over this. Just beat the fire out of it. Bees don't like it, but they will go in. Keep in mind, they are looking for a home. These bees are going to be a lot more docile than what a packaged bee will be. These bees are looking for a home. And most of them are full of honey that they've just left the home. And they will go in. All of them won't. Just leave a slight crack up here or a crack down here, and they'll all go in. By night, every one of them will be in there. You don't have to worry about it. Then all you got to do is close it up. Start feeding them. Keep in mind, these are strangers, and they don't have anything to eat, so you got to feed them. Feed them for about a week or 2 weeks, or as long as necessary, because they can start bringing in food to themselves. But the catching of swarms on the packaged bees are very, very similar. The main thing is, when you get a package of bees, know what you're going to do with it. Know what you're going to do with it. If you're going to catch swarms and you don't have a place to put them, it's too late. It's too late. You should have your equipment already ready. I feel that by the middle of next month, bee swarms are going to be running out our ears. It's been such a warm year. The hives are just packed full of bees, and they're going to need to go somewhere. Can you stop them from swarming? If you stay out there with a fly swatter and every time that queen comes out, you hit it. Mike is hungry. I told you this was the worst time in the world. We're ready to eat. Okay.